I had to think about a better way to.
What's up, everybody? What's going on? This is Simon. I'm the CTO and founder of PSB Advanced Technology and the content creator for Cryptechology. On this YouTube channel, we go over various things of basically vlogging my journey, vlogging my, my mission, my motivation, my, day to day, week to week of obtaining financial freedom, of improving my financial literacy, and enhancing my future self. I'm using this YouTube page to basically kind of keep track of that and to also use this platform to help people learn more about blockchain technology, trading, DeFi, and anything else that I feel that that I'm doing myself. So first and foremost, anything that I rep on this channel is something that I am doing myself. There is nothing that I will rep on this channel that I have not vetted and used myself at all. So token metrics, dogelord.com, or Lunar Crush, or obviously Helium, so anything that I'm using or anything that I rep on this channel, Helium staking, the link stop, these are all things that I'm doing myself. All right, so I'm not pushing out anything that I don't use myself. Also, I haven't gotten paid by any of those, those businesses, companies. This is not a paid sponsorship or whatever, or advertisement. If it was, that'd be cool. I'd probably, I definitely would let you know. But this is just everything that I just rep myself, and I found good use out of it, and I'm just sharing it with the community. So right now we're gonna go over project management and finding your future flow. So I have a certification in project management that I got a while ago, and those skill sets are still useful today. So we're gonna start creating some videos pertaining to project management and how you can use this information to manage your own project or even manage a project for somewhere else. So first and foremost, make sure you take the time to meditate, to clear your mind, to breathe, drink water. Set yourself up for success. Always set yourself up for success. No matter whatever you are about to engage in, allow yourself the opportunity to start off in a positive state of mind. And try to remember that there will be obstacles, there will be risk, there will be fallbacks, there will be days where, it will be difficult. You're not going to want to do anything. You're not going to want to work. You're not going to want to level up. You're not going to want to enhance your future self. You're not going to want to do anything. Trust me. Trust and believe. I go through those days, and sometimes those days get the better of me. But I'm working on improving myself, and hopefully whatever I talk about on this channel can help somebody. Basically that's it. So this project management guide is going to be tailored for those organizations and individual projects that may need help, figuring out how to get started. We're going to go over methods, procedures, vocabulary within the most popular standards, and we're going to go over the authoritative bodies. But this is not an all-inclusive. If you find other things or more information, by all means add those notes to your own to your own research purposes, so you can continue to grow as well. This is just a base level for someone that's brand new, or even someone that's maybe seasoned that needs to just like do a little refresher. So, for example, there are going to be about 9 knowledge areas that we're going to identify, and those areas are going to be addressed within this course at the fundamental levels. So we're going to go over the project integration, the scope, project timeline, project cost, human resources, communications, and then risk management. And then the other 2 areas that we'll also be going over will be quality and procurement, and there are functionally or departmentally. So there's going to be a few different ways you can go about this, but in this first episode, our objective right now is to focus on the key learning task and how we are going to get started. So first and foremost, we're going to go over creating an effective learning environment and identify and prioritize your learning goals. Those are the 2 things we're going to go over today. So get your notepad, get your piece of paper, get your tea, get your coffee, do some stretching, shake it out a little bit, and let's get ready to unpack some knowledge. Okay, welcome back. So, what's the purpose of this, right? Well, the purpose of this is to succeed in every project that you undertake. Whether or not your business is a failure or a success, well, that is up to you and how you can manage those obstacles. So this course is not going to be able to solve all of the issues that you will go through, but it will give you the guidelines, the foundation necessary so you can improve your odds of success. It's going to help you reduce unexpected problems, and it's going to help you increase the project flexibility. We're going to also go over the balanced resources and project durations more effectively, and how we can improve communications and help to satisfy the key members of the project and be a little bit more consistent. There's so much to be gained with project teams, and you need to embrace the fundamentals of project management. So, just to do a quick recap, this entire course we're going to go over a lot of things, and here are some of the stuff that you're going to learn by following this journey on Cryptechology. It's an exclusive special series specifically on project management. So we're going to go over communicate clearly with a common project management language. We're going to adopt an effective project management process. We're going to go over how the CPM and PRT techniques for scheduling, monitoring, and controlling are useful. We're going to go over the realistic goals, budgets, and timelines, and how to set them properly and have the right perspective when it comes to those goals, budgets, and timelines. We're going to go over improving tracking we're going to improve tracking and control without getting mirrored down in the details. We're going to go over how we can communicate better with upper management, department heads, chain of command. People are on different levels than yourself. Number one, that might be difficult for a lot of people just to chew from the jump. Being like, yo, we're all on the same level, da-da-da-da. But let's be realistic. There are people that are further ahead than us, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with saying to yourself, hey, I want to level up. I want to enhance my future self. I want to be at a higher level. And I'm going to help the people that are below me so that I can bring them up as well. Making sure that you're not the smartest person in the room is definitely number one take. Making sure you are not the smartest person in the room. If you are the smartest person in the room, and I don't physically mean in the room, I mean the room is metaphorically for your peers, who you're surrounded with, who do you communicate with, what information are you intaking, and in some situations, are you the smartest person in the room in group settings or meetings or whatever that you're doing. So make sure that you're consistently challenging yourself. You may not understand everything at first by not being the smartest person in the room, but you're going to start taking in words that you may not normally use. You're going to start taking in some information that you may not have heard of before. You may even come up with a brand new idea that you wouldn't have been able to think of if you weren't part of the conversation. So become part of the conversation, step out your comfort zone, and it's all right to, set yourself apart from everyone else. Be your unique self. And that's what we're going to go over in this presentation, Finding Your Future Flow. That will be a really great presentation, and I definitely would recommend watching this whole video to see what Finding Your Future Flow is about. So, we went over communicating better. We're going to increase your ability to deal with project unknowns. We're going to go over create an effective work breakdown structures for even complex projects with diverse and cross-functional teams. We're going to go over how to estimate task durations with a better and greater accuracy. And last, we're going to go over how we can create a project control and tracking baselines. These are just some of the things that we're going to go over. And when I tell you this is just the beginning, we're also going to dip our toes in how we can balance resources in multi-project environments. But I really don't want to get into multi-project environments just yet. This is basically like an introduction. So we're just going to focus on, managing just one project right now. But we're going to definitely go over how we can identify project risk and create contingency plans. And then we can apply normal, expedite, or fast-track scheduling strategies to each of those situations. And then provide a framework for problem solving and troubleshooting. Know when and why to use project management software. So there's a lot of information that we're going to go over in this new video series that I put together. So I hope you guys will watch. I hope you will enjoy, and I hope you guys can, learn something from this video series that I'm putting together. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Simon. I'm the CTO and founder of PSB Advanced Technology. We are building the decentralized wireless network infrastructure for IoT. IoT stands for Internet of Things. So, what does this even mean? Well, we're building out the network infrastructure for sensors. As we progress into the future, I envision a world where everything is connected. And when I mean everything, I mean everything. I'm talking about, how do you know how long it takes for your tires in your car before the tread is low enough for you to replace your tires? Maybe right now you may only know from somebody else letting you know, or when the tire is low just by checking it every single day. What happens if you actually had an app in your car or on your phone to let you know, hey, your tire tread is low, it's time for you to change the tire. Or imagine if you wanted to keep track of your anything that you are currently growing, or natural resources that you use, that another company uses as an ingredient for their item, or maybe so, and you want to keep track of actually where that item progresses within its phase of development of use. Or maybe you want to keep track of the temperature and humidity inside of your greenhouse, or the soil moisture levels of your farm. Or maybe you just want to know where your kids are, or your pet. These are the things that's going to require a network. Right now, the only way to do that is with cellular data or Wi-Fi. And those are quite expensive, and is essentially the reason why IoT has not taken off before. But now, with the decentralized wireless network, with the people's network that we are building today, it will allow anybody to get involved and start using sensors and enhance your future self to be part of the IoT movement. But this video is not about that. If you want to learn more about becoming one of our Future Spot hosts and rocking some apparel, please look at the information below in the description, and it will direct you to dogelord.com for the apparel, linksdot to order yourself a hotspot, or email me directly to be part of the PIT, the passive income team, where we're building out the future spots for our community. So, the project's success depends on many factors. This can include technical competency, clear communication, organizational support, stakeholder commitment, control systems, and high levels of framework. The project management body of knowledge provides practical solutions to many of the factors that enable project success. All right, so we're going to need an experience. We're going to experience techniques of thousands of project leaders throughout many industries and countless projects. It has proven useful for not only other professionals, but at the same time for those professionals who only occasionally manage projects as well. Organizations can improve their project success rates when each and every individual project team member has basic competencies in and commitment to the 4 essentials. Number 1, common project management vocabulary. Number 2, a clear and effective project management process. Number 3, mastery of the basic project management tools and techniques. And 4, high levels of teamwork. To get the most out of this, you're going to need to allow yourself the permission to be receptive, so you can master the vocabulary, understand the process, master the tools, and then you'll be able to effectively judge their merits and effectively adapt the approach, process, and tools most appropriately for the projects and your team's needs. All right. That's enough for this video. It's a lot to go over. Stay tuned for the next video where we're going to go over the next section in the project management process, and to really have hands-on experience with managing some projects. We're going to go over some not handouts, but we're gonna go over like a survey that we can take together. Well, that I'll be taking, and then you'll see the results. I'll kind of do a, you can pause the video, so you can answer the questions yourself, and then we'll continue on together after that. But in the next video, we're going to go over a few more things, and that's going to be how we can identify some processes in the project life cycle. We're going to go over advantages and disadvantages of each model, what the typical stakeholder roles and responsibilities within the process are, the pros and cons of project control documents, and we're going to list a few common project control documents and describe their purposes. So stay tuned for the next video. Now let's go over finding your future flow. Finding your future flow. Number one, to find your future flow, you need to believe in yourself. And believing in yourself is going to require you to dig deep. You're going to dig deep because this is going to bring out a new chapter in your life. When we say enhance your future self, find your future flow, it's going to require you to obtain new skills. And it's understandable that those new skills may be hard to obtain, but that doesn't mean it's impossible. So believe in yourself to adapt, be receptive, and have the ability to obtain new skills. We strive for new skills because we seek growth. When we want to level up and when we want to enhance your future self, you are looking for growth. And just like I said earlier in the video, make sure that you are not the smartest person in the room. So you are continually subconsciously challenging yourself by being part of conversations that you normally would not hear. And this is a way that you can obtain new skills and seek growth just by simply being in the room. We seek enjoyment from challenges. When you want to enhance your future self, when you want to level up, it's going to require you to respect the process. And to respect the process, that means putting yourself in uncomfortable situations, stepping out of your comfort zone, and seeing the positivity that comes from that challenge alone. It's difficult to sometimes see a future that you have not yet experienced yet. It might be overwhelming, and you might start feeling anxious when you start thinking about, man, I'm gonna have to do this, do that, communicate with this or this unknown, or go here. All of those things can be filled up with whatever it is that you can think about in your brain. But at the same time, take a step back and say to yourself, is what I'm thinking a reality, or is this a made-up scenario that I'm telling myself because I am fearful? Fearful is okay. Being nervous, it's okay. Being anxious, it's okay. And it's still finding the enjoyment in all of that, because well, just like back in the day we used to say, and probably still people still say today, no pain, no gain. All right? For muscles, you have to go through some pain so that you can to get to that next level. And right now, that pain may be stepping out of your comfort zone so you can seek new skills, so you can grow. So we're going to seek enjoyment from these challenges. Tell yourself, this temporary situation will allow me to achieve a higher level of knowledge, success, process, comfortability, or confidence. We believe in our ability to overcome. We know it's difficult, but that doesn't mean we can't do it. We know it's hard, but that doesn't mean we can't try. We know it's far, but that doesn't mean we can't start walking in that direction today. Believing in your ability to overcome requires you to start, requires you to try, requires you to lay one brick at a time each day. And that's all you need to do. Don't overwhelm yourself with the end goal, because there's a lot of process in between. Now, I'm not saying don't write down your goal, because you need to know where you're going. But once you figure out where you want to go, stop thinking about it. Start thinking about, how am I going to lay this next brick? Where am I stepping next? Where's my next support step that I can rely on from a firm foundation of knowledge? Where do I go next? So then the ones that are following behind me, when they step in that spot, it's firm. So you don't even realize that you may be a leader to somebody else. And it may not even exist until, years later or whatever. But think about the process and believe in your ability to overcome. And as you go through each and every day, and you lay each brick, by the end of the year, by the end of the following year, and the next year, and the next year, you're going to turn around and you're going to be like, yo, I laid all them bricks? I didn't even realize that. That's because each day you were just focused on how you needed to step through the process. So don't overwhelm yourself with your end goal. Swing for the fences. But once you write down your end goal and you know the direction you want to go in, start thinking about the process. We seek projects to test our limits to the edge of our comfort zone and beyond. For those that are looking to enhance your future self and to level up, this is something you're going to want to do. You're going to want to seek projects to test your limits to the edge of your comfort zone and beyond. Work on a skill set that you currently have, and then start thinking about how you can challenge yourself with that skill set. If you read 1 or 2 books a week or 1 book a week, start thinking about how you can challenge yourself to 1.5 books or 2 books in a week. If you do 100 push-ups, challenge yourself. How could I do this exercise a little bit differently? What happens if I put my feet up on the chair and do push-ups that way? And put my hands closer together and create a diamond. These are challenge yourself. These are ways you can challenge yourself to the edge of your comfort zone. So you're not changing exactly what you're doing because you're still within that comfort zone, but you are challenge yourself to the max, to the limit of that comfort zone. And then in doing that might allow you to see a new perspective, for then you can see, hey, maybe if I do it this way, or if I talk to this person, or if I learn this skill set, or if I watch this video, or if I do this task, it will show you the door to the new zone outside of your comfort zone. And that's the beyond. We believe we possess the skills to pull through even though others may not. This is a tough one because when you explain your vision to the world, when you explain that, or even say that you want to enhance your future self, you want to level up, you want to do something different, you are unique, you want to be loud, you want to be this, you want to be that, whatever, all right? People can't help it to take in that information and automatically, how do I say this? Automatically push their fear onto you. So you may say to somebody, hey, I'm going to do this, that, and the third. And they may say, oh, well, you can't do this, that, and the third because I couldn't do this, that, and the third. What? What is your failure or fearfulness or whatever it may be have to do with me? Because you experienced that, and your experience was whatever it is, subpar, failure, or unsuccessful, or what, that you didn't continue on. Like, don't think that I'm supposed to go through that same progression as you. And that's one thing, as a people, we kind of got to remember that just because your progression was this way, that does not mean someone else's progression will be that same experience. And that's also kind of like it's kind of like not right to sit there and be like, yo, you're gonna da 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 just because I went through da 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 da. You know what I mean? So the ones that truly believe, that you can level up, you want to enhance your future self, we believe that we possess the skill sets to pull through, even though others may not. So just because you couldn't see how to pull through that obstacle, that doesn't mean that I won't have the ability to see how to pull through that obstacle. Maybe you didn't challenge yourself enough to obtain the necessary knowledge so you could progress in whatever obstacle you were going through. Maybe you didn't even really try as hard as you say you did. So don't put your limits on me. That's not right. Because people that truly want to level up, people that truly want to enhance your future self, and I'm not saying it comes easy, I'm not saying it comes in one day, and I'm not saying you're not going to go through hell. But what I am saying is we are different because we seek the edge and travel beyond our limits. We seek the edge and travel beyond our limits. So, how do we strive for this future flow? Because it can be a little bit difficult, okay? Let's put my face over here. So, here are a few ways of how you can strive for your future flow. Every day, we want to achieve the perfect flow, the harmonious balance that nature does so eloquently. What does this mean? The perfect flow doesn't mean right, wrong, you're 100, the best. The perfect flow means how are you handling your current situation the best way you know how? How are you handling your current flow the best way that you know how? And how are you learning to improve your flow to create a harmonious balance? Nature is beautiful. Stepping outside and just looking how a dog, a bird, a lizard, an insect, a lion, a giraffe, rhino, a cat, a mouse, an eagle, doesn't matter. Just watch nature. Just watch nature. And you will start to notice how they create a harmonious balance with the obstacles that they have to go through and experience. For example, birds around new developments used to have to make nests, out of the little leaves, or the little, I forget, the little stringy little, I don't know what they're called, all right, sticks and vines and stuff and all this stuff, right? They make their nest out of that. But then townhomes and single family homes and new developments started being built in their backyard, essentially. So then, what birds started doing? They started figuring out, well, hey, I can make my nest out of a new material that's stronger, more durable, and kind of camouflaged a little bit. You guys know what it is? Your screen. Your window screen. Birds are coming. Little birds coming. Sitting on my window and snatching out my screens. Using that to make a nest instead of nature. Instead of, because maybe they figured out that this is a little bit stronger to make a nest out of. Maybe a little bit more comfortable. Or a good foundation, and then they put the leaves on top of it. I don't know, but they're using it. That's the one thing I do know that. I watch every day they take my damn screen. But they are still working in a harmonious balance with its obstacle. They're like, instead of freaking out and all the birds fighting, being like, oh, we don't got enough leaves. Oh, we don't got enough sticks and vines. We're running on low supply. What are we going to do? They're like, yo, let's go find a new plug. Let's go find a new supply zone. Let's try something different. And that's what they did. And they started going screens. It was just one at first. All right, it was just one of them doing it. And then another bird came. And now all the damn birds keep coming and screaming, take my damn screen. I'm sorry. I'm getting a little ranty right now. Because they keep taking my damn screen. But, but anyway, that's my point, okay? Find your perfect flow. Figure out what you need to do so that you're balanced, all right? The flow of energy in nature is unique and balanced, representing the circle of life. The Lion King, right? The circle of life. We all know the circle of life. If you don't know the circle of life, watch The Lion King or other movies or other things about nature, Understand that every action has a reaction. Everything, there's a flow, okay? There's a flow of energy in this world. And sometimes you got to stop and just take a look and pay attention to see that flow work and progress and move. And then you can start to appreciate the flow. And then you can start respecting the flow. And then you can start learning how to use the flow, how you can connect to that energy and become part of the circle, become part of the cycle, and not against the circle of life, not against the cycle, but work harmonious with it, within it. We strive for growth. We know a flow is required to get there, or we will lose our balance and lose our way. If you don't respect the flow, it won't respect you, and it will knock you off course. If you don't respect the flow, it won't respect you, and it will knock you off course. How many times have you gone through life and you just like, yeah, I'm up, I'm winning, nobody can stop me, blah, 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 this, that, repping, this, and the next thing you know, you get hit right from left side. You didn't even know. You weren't even paying attention. You were so complacent. You were so in it. You were so in yourself. You weren't paying attention to nothing else around you. You couldn't watch. You couldn't see the obvious. Everybody else telling you, yo, da 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 da, and you like, nah, bro, da da, you know. And you couldn't see the obvious. Why? Because you weren't respecting the flow. You weren't using the flow of energy. You were taking the energy, okay? You were just taking it, and you weren't giving it back. All right? You were just taking the energy. And when you just keep take energy, and you're not giving that energy back, it's gonna come back. It's gonna come get you. It's gonna remind you. It's gonna let you know. Just like in the market, when you trade the market, one thing a lot of advanced traders and investors say: you take the market for granted. You think you own the market. You think you win the market. You think you the ish in the market. Yo, the market will humble you. It don't matter how much you have, no matter how much experience you have. It doesn't matter at all. If you don't respect the flow, the market will humble you. And that is with everything. So respect the flow. Work with the flow. And that's why blockchain is so powerful, because it is collaboration. It is decentralization. It is a global movement, all right, that is moving in flow, in harmonious balance. That's why the scammers get called out so easily. You may be able to get one once, but that's it. But what is it worth for one time? Why scam when you can be part of an harmonious decentralization blockchain world? I mean, a whole community where we're all focused in the same direction. The transition from Web 2 to Web 3 to a decentralized world with a lower entry barrier of entry that anybody can use and be a part of and win. Collaboration at its core. Blockchain is powerful because of that. The path less traveled is daunting, yet we are curious. We're so curious that we go against our human nature of social beings to travel this road alone. In the beginning, it's tough because you have to make decisions that's going to require you to be a loner. And when I mean alone, you're going to have to step out your comfort zone, and you're going to have to meet new people. You don't know them at first. You don't know who they are. You don't know who you're going to talk to. You don't know where you're going to go. You need to go learn from somebody or find a mentor or, do something. And not everyone's following you. And not everybody's on your same frequency. Not everybody's vibing with you. So next thing you know, you in a pack of 10. You a pack of 4. Yeah, I went from 10 to 4 real quick. They all bounce real quick. All, you know what I mean? Then now you in 4. Now you in a pack of like 2-ish and a half-ish. Next thing you know, you a lone wolf. But then as you grow, you start obtaining a new pack. So, but there will be that time, that transitional time frame from this end to this end that may be lonely. And that's okay. It's okay. You got to accept it. All right? It's all right to go through that to so you can seek growth and to level up. It was tough for me to go through that. But it's necessary. Yet, we all know in our hearts and minds that this traveling alone is temporary, because the place it leads to becomes the place others will seek. I think that's pretty powerful right there. We know in our hearts and our minds that traveling alone is temporary, because the place it leads to becomes the place others will seek. And that's what I was talking about a little bit earlier before. You don't know, you may not know right now that you are the leader for somebody else. That somebody else is following your steps. Alright? But as you progress through your life, trying to leveling up, enhancing your future self, laying that brick each and every day, others will seek that. And before you know it, you were by yourself, but then you look behind you and you was just like, yo, there's a line of people behind me. I didn't even know that. It's time to stop, turn around, and connect. It is the struggle that gives you the ability to find balance. Oof, that's another tough one. This is all and how you strive for your future flow. The struggle gives you the ability to find your balance. How do you know how to win if you can't respect the loss? You don't know how to win unless you know how to lose. And that's what they say in trading and investing. Is basically excelling and improving your ability to lose. You know how to lose. Some new traders, some new people will be like, what are you talking about? Yes. You know how to lose, and that's why you are consistently profitable and self-sufficient trader, because you know how to lose. Because you can't appreciate winning until you have experienced loss. And sometimes a lot of people want to say, I want to hurry up and fail. Let me fail quick so I can quickly move to success. But at the end of the day, you still need to respect the process. You still need to respect the flow, the harmonious balance, okay? You still need to respect it. You can kind of speed it up a little bit, but respect the process, all right? And I know you may want to be like, damn, shortcut, but there are necessary struggles within the process that teaches you how to create that perfect flow, that harmonious balance, all right, that nature has so eloquently. So it's the struggles, the obstacles, the challenges, going and seeking the edge of your limit. Those situations is what gives you the ability so you can have that harmonious balance, so you can find that balance, so you even know what balance is. Right now, in the beginning, you don't even know what balance is. You haven't experienced yet, and there's nothing you can do, no money you can pay. It doesn't matter, because it's how you go through that obstacle and how you overcome those challenges, how you feel balanced. So embrace the struggle and enjoy the road less traveled, because the time you are alone is the time to prepare for the moment that you become aware of the path you created that others will follow. I'm going to say that one more time. You want to strive for your future flow. So, how do we do that? We embrace the struggle. We enjoy the road less traveled, because the time you are alone is the time to prepare for the moment you become aware of the path you just created that others will follow. The time alone is the time to prepare for the moment you become aware of the path you just created that others will follow. I hope you understand that one. If not, sit on it. here's a little balance chart that I want to show you guys. So as you can see, as struggle increases and your challenges increases, your flow channel increases, your skills increases, and your balance increases. See the flow? This is everything that I was just talking about in the chart of how even though you're going to go through obstacles and struggles, it's going to give you the necessary skill sets to overcome them so you can become balanced. And then you'll be able to be balanced at such a high level that it don't matter what the struggle is. Your flow is on point. It's harmonious. Nobody can mess up your flow channel. And then once you get beyond the struggle and your balance and flow continues to move upwards, there will be no struggle, obstacle that you couldn't handle. Finding your future flow on the off days. These are the times when you wake up and you're just like, I'm not for this right now. I don't know. Man, I'm tired. Oh, my stomach hurt. Oh, I got a headache. Oh, man, I don't feel like going. Man, these people get on my nerves right now. Yo, people don't appreciate nothing, yo. Like, yo, man, I just want to, man, I don't feel like doing this no more. You know, all of everything that you know, that everybody else was telling you, all that negative, all your doubts, your excuses, everything, they're gonna become awake now. Okay, you've been finding your future flow. Okay, you've been winning. All right, you've been finding your balance, and then all of a sudden you wake up and you're just like, yo, where did all of this negativity come from? Where did all this excuses and fear and anxiety and overwhelming, and where did it all come from? I was just winning. I was good. I was harmonious. I was happy. And what happened? What just happened? That's because everything else in you, you know, your comfort zone, woke up and was just like, oh shit, they don't need us no more. They really serious. They really leveling up. They really enhancing themselves. Shit. So all right. So then, you know how they say misery loves company. You know, you're not miserable no more. So they're gonna remind you, yo, da 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 da. They're gonna remind you of things. Okay. Now this is life testing you. All right. This is the most important test of them all. Motivation. Create challenges and goals that are difficult, but you are passionate about, which will strike your competitive nature. When you have these off days, create a challenge for yourself in something that you're passionate about. It may not be something related to your business. It may not be something related to your job. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is you're doing, I would even say do something outside of your work, but something that you love, something that you're passionate about. Whether it's, you know, doing hair or making bracelets, going for a hike, doing push-ups, lifting weights, playing ball, getting a tattoo, or I don't know, playing music, taking your dog for a walk, hanging out with your kids, I don't know, whatever it may be, create a new app, whatever it is, whatever you're passionate about, do that instead. All right? Don't do nothing. Don't do that. Don't just not do anything and just chill and whatever. Don't do that. If you're going to have an off day from your path, which is okay, which is acceptable, and which is perfectly fine. But if you're going to have that off day, still make sure you're exercising the skill sets. being motivated. Not being challenging your comfort zone. So maybe you're not challenging your comfort zone intellectually today, but you're gonna challenge your comfort zone by maybe taking your dog to that dog park you really wanted to take him to, but it was always really far and a lot of people, and you didn't really want to go. Da da da. So maybe do that day, you know, or go for a little bit longer walk than normal. Or do some grounding exercise, earthing. That means literally, going outside, taking your shoes off, putting your feet, your hands to the ground, to the earth, and allow your body to ground and heal naturally. Or go have a self-care day. But maybe do something a little bit more, say you that dude that was like, other people get their feet done, but you're not really into that, but hey, maybe you go get your feet done this time or something. I don't know. Challenge yourself. Go out and step out your comfort zone. I've never done that. I'm one of those guys that have never done that, but I probably should do that to step out of my comfort zone. Sitting here talking all this. But I find other ways to step out of my comfort zone. But anyway, that's my point. Be aware of your mind, body, energy. If you believe or not, our body needs to be recharged every day. And focusing on behavior to help you recharge, like Loga. I don't know why I said Loga. I don't even know. I was thinking about Legos for some reason. Yoga, meditating, nature walks, grounding. Damn, I keep hitting that microphone. I hope you guys didn't hear that. You probably did. Grounding and earthing. These activities will help you to achieve rejuvenation, and that's important to recharge yourself. Maybe you've just been going and going and going and going, and you realize that you actually haven't been able to take a moment to recharge. So you driving on E right now. Like, you didn't eat no apples, you didn't drink enough water, you're not having enough green vegetables, and you're not having your vitamins or whatever. I don't know, but you got to recharge. Okay, you got to recharge. Understanding your natural cycle of energy throughout the day is another factor to consider. Perhaps you are somebody who is more adapted towards taking on creative tasks in the morning while handling the more routine tasks or bug fixes in the evening. Keep a log and examine the days you feel most productive. How were those days structured? So are you a morning person? Do you wake up and you have a lot of energy and you're ready to go? If that's the case, do the more difficult things during that time period of the day. Don't sit there and be like, oh, I'm super energetic, I have a lot of energy, I'm ready to go, bing, bang, boom, and you got the hardest task, and you're going to be like, you know what, I'm going to do that like this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Why? Don't waste your energy. Do that task now. Get it out of the way, okay? Use that to your advantage, all right? Or maybe you're someone that says, I'm tired in the morning, I need some time to wake up. I gotta get my coffee. I gotta do some exercise. I gotta do a push up. I gotta take a lap. Maybe do like another push up, and then maybe drink. Gotta talk to people for a little bit. And, I need like 2 hours before before I can really get going. That's okay. That's okay. You know yourself. You know your limits. You know how you excel. You know how to be productive. That's okay. All right. So maybe you say, I'm gonna do the little things in the morning, while I'm groggy, do all the easy stuff, because I know after lunch I'm on it. I'm good. I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So you can do the harder task later on. So it's about knowing yourself. That's finding your harmonious balance. That's what this is about. Okay? And we need to maintain our mental and physical well-being every day of our lives to the best of our ability. Doing this will boost not only your longevity in the field, but also your daily productivity. So let's focus on some things we can do to maintain our physical and mental. Okay? that's just like, doing different exercises, finding ways that you can, create your harmonious balance. Here are some ways to stay healthy and alert, finding your future flow, all right? Because you got to recharge. So how do you recharge? How do you get better? How do you stay healthy? Well, you eat smart, all right? Understand that what you're putting in your bodies does to your productivity levels. In the effort to maintain productivity into the afternoon, some people find out eating like lighter lunches helps increase productivities. All right, sleeping. Make sure you get enough sleep to reach the recommended amount when possible. All right, it's not possible to understand what it does to your productivity. You may find that you're better off crushing quick, easy tasks when you're sleep deprived, or maybe it's documentation. Whatever it is, maybe save it till Friday when you've got that late concert Thursday night. I don't know what you're doing for fun, but either way, learn your sleeping habits, respect your sleeping habits, and once you find your sleeping routine, try to be consistent with it. All right, so your body can go through the necessary time frame to recharge adequately enough. Meditation is something that a lot of people, are like, I don't know. There's like the go-getter ones, and there's the ones that are like, nah, and there's like, I would do it, but I don't know how. It doesn't really work. I don't know if it's working. Meditation is basically, you're not gonna get the benefits of meditating right away. Okay, so that's just number one. Like, meditation is something that's gonna require, doing over and over again to see the benefits of shutting down and taking a moment for yourself to focus on breathing, to focus on a clear mind, to focus in the present, in the moment, being in that moment, all right? And when you do this, you can come back and, you might have a fresh new perspective. Eat pie, step away and eat pie. Exercise. Well, obviously you need to exercise. Whether it's going for long walks, bicycles, hiking, lifting weights, punching the heavy bag, stretching, yoga, whatever it is, you need to exercise. Swimming, all right, playing a sport, you need to exercise. You got to get the blood flowing. You have to get your joints flowing. You have to get the fluids flowing in your body. You remember we're 75% H2O. So we have to move. Sitting in a desk all day is not healthy. Standing in front of your computer all day is not healthy. You have to take time to move around, and get the fluids flowing. Speaking of this video has been super long. I need to go and move around and stay consistent. Finding your future flow requires you to control the light switch. Knowing your limits, know when it's time to go for a walk, know when it's time to go eat pie. You must have the freedom to go eat pie, a bike ride, a long drive in your car, nature hike, fishing, bowling. Basically saying, yo, I need to stop, recharge, rejuvenate, breathe, take a moment, and then go again. Just like the market, we run up in the bull market, we hit all-time highs, all right? And then we go, we peak a little bit, and then we pull back, retracement, all right? We pull back until we find support, we consolidate, come up, retest that resistance, pull back, consolidate, and then we break out to new highs, okay? So that's what it's about. It's everywhere. It happens everywhere. It's the circle of life. It's the flow of energy. It's the harmonious balance, and it's in everything. And it's especially within market trading and investing, watching price action, okay? You'll understand what it means by controlling the light switch, knowing when it's time to say enough is enough, I need to take a breather. I need to go eat pie. I need to just turn off the light switch. And that'll be much better for yourself, better for your health, better for your team, better for your projects, better all the way around. And then you go back at it to enhance your future flow. All right, everybody. My name is Simon. I hope you enjoyed this very long episode of Cryptechology. We went over project management, so stay tuned for the additional videos that's going to come out on the project management series. This is a specific and special episode on finding your future flow. If you like this video, hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment below, and don't forget, we're building the decentralized wireless network infrastructure. My name is Simon. I'm the CTO and founder of PSB Advanced Technology. Let's enhance your future self. I'll catch you all in the next video.